What's going on, guys? It's your boy Ricky Ricardo from Pretty Slick Rig TV, and make sure you subscribe, guys. Anyway, T-Pain was on the Shannon Sharp, the Club Shay Shay podcast, Shannon Sharp's Club Shay Shay podcast, and he was basically just saying, everybody that says that your brother is not your brother. If they say they're your brother, don't hold on to those words. Don't take those words literally. And he also said, F DJ Khaled. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, check out the interview, all right? But the thing is, and you know what he says makes sense and it resonates with me. Because, you know, when someone says, my brother, right? Like, I'm an individual that take words literally. Do you know what I mean? Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not gullible, okay? Some people just use words because it's just a term or it's a slang just to say, hey, how are you? Do you know what I mean? My brother, you know what I mean? Like, I care about you or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Like, they're putting you closer. Like we've just met, but I really like you, so I want you to feel like you're closer, do you know what I mean, than just a stranger. So you will refer to them as brother, cousin. If they're older than you, you will say uncle or auntie, do you know what I mean? And it's just a sign of respect or a sign of endearment, all right? But then if you're someone that takes words literally and you're spending more time and you build up a bit of a rapport with this person or these people, let's say these people, and they refer to you as brother, you know, if you're someone that takes words literally, you're going to start to look out for them as if they was your sibling, as if they was your kin, you know what I mean? And the problem with this is when you view someone as a sibling or a kin, all right, what you're doing without even knowing is that you're dropping your defenses. Do you know what I mean? You drop your defenses. Now, when you drop your defenses, you are defenseless. With no defense or little defense, this is where you're susceptible to being blindsided or attacked. Do you know what I mean? All right? You don't see it coming. You just didn't see it coming. Do you know what I mean? And it happens to the best of us. And a lot of the times when they say blood is thicker than water, but there'll be some people, many people out here, that will say, you know what, their blood has done worse to them than strangers, you know, or people that isn't related, you know. So this is the thing. We can't be out here trusting anyone. But then also the problem is that for us to really be successful, you have to trust someone, because there's a lot of things that we cannot do ourselves, you know. What is it they say? Something along the lines, and I'm going to destroy the saying, okay, because I can't remember it, but one will take you to a certain distance, but a team or a few will take you further. Do you know what I mean? Okay, and I've ruined it. Now leave a comment down below if you know the term or you know the phrase, because I just butchered that, you know what I mean? All right, but you know, basically a few people will take you further than yourself, you know what I mean? It just is what it is. And but there's power in the words, and sometimes when certain people say certain things to you, it drops your defenses. You're thinking, you know what, they said that, so they said that, and if they mean that, because if a lot of the times we put people in the same regard as we put ourselves, okay? So if we would have said that to someone, we would be treating them in a certain way. If we would have said my brother, my whatever, my partner, whatever, I love you, whatever the words, okay, we will be moving in a certain way. So then when someone like that says these things, we're like, okay, they must mean this, because if I would have said that, that's what I would do. This is how I feel about it. And everybody's the same. And that's the thing. Not everybody's the same as you. You know, not everybody's the same as you. So yeah, a lot of the times you are someone's brother, sister. You are someone that they care about and will check in on once the conditions are met. Once the conditions are met, they will check in on you. You will be their brother, their sister, you know what I mean, their uncle, whatever. You will be all of the amazing things to these people. But then the seconds that the conditions are not met, they don't even pick up your calls. They don't even know you. You know what I mean? Like, you're out of sight, out of mind. You know what I mean? Like, and this is where not all love is unconditional. Do you know what I mean? Not all love is unconditional. Not all brotherhood is unconditional. A lot of relationships now are not unconditional. You know what I mean? They are conditional. You will be my brother providing that these conditions are met. You will be my sister providing that these conditions are met. We can be friends providing that these conditions are met. The second that these conditions are not met, you are nothing. And I'm going to let you know that you are nothing. And that is disgusting. You know what I mean? And this is why people have trust issues. And this is why, you know what? Indirectly, a lot of people just won't achieve anything because they will prefer to do it by themselves, and they're fighting by themselves, but they cannot do it by themselves. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, for you to do certain things by yourself, you're going to need a team. Certain things, do you know what I mean? Especially if you want to be self-employed, because if you're doing anything that requires you to be self-employed, you're going to be capped if you can't upskill. But you can't upskill if you're by yourself in most things, you know. So it just puts us in a bad situation. And yeah, T-Pain hit it on the head, man. T-Pain hit it on the head. And that, like, you'll see people, and also it's about perception. Some people would use you like a lily pad just to get to the next one. Do you know what I mean? But they need you. They need to be seen with you. They need to, you know, be associated with you, affiliated with you, and then they're going to use your momentum. Do you know what I mean? Hold on to your coattails. You know what I mean? Hold on to your cape. And then once you start losing traction and your momentum, they're going to use your momentum. That's going to propel them forward. And you know what? Like, if someone used my momentum to propel themselves forward, I'll be happy I helped. You know what I mean? But the funny thing is, yeah, a lot of people that do that, they level up, forget about you, and don't reach back. Where's the reach back? You know what I mean? Where's the reach back? But, you know, it is what it is, and it's human nature. You know, a lot of people, they want to see you do well, just not better than them. They're happy for you, but just don't want you to be happier than them. You know what I mean? Like, and it is what it is. Again, anyone that's successful that I know, I'm happy for them and I'm proud of them, especially if we came from the same place. Now, if someone is successful that I just met, I don't get jealous or envious. Like, I'm like, oh my gosh, you did this. I want to hear kind of like the story, and I'm like, okay, cool. And I use that as motivation. You know what I mean? Because we're all given the same amount of hours a day. As cliche as it sounds, it's the truth. It's up to us what we choose to do with it. You know what I mean? It's up to us what we choose to do with it. Now, we can be the ones that's going to be the consumers and the scrollers, and the one that's accepting, you know what I mean? That's taking, you know, the information or the content that people are putting out, or we can be the ones and the innovators and the creators. Do you know what I mean? And that, like, and, you know, do it for ourselves. It just depends on what lane you want to be in. But don't hate on me for my decisions of trying to, you know, bet on myself and back myself and build myself. Do you know what I mean? And also, don't just be my brother because you feel that I'm successful, because a lot of success is perspective anyway. Like, you go on people's Instagrams and it's a highlight reel. You don't see the pain and the suffering. You don't see the bills coming through the door. You don't see them avoiding certain calls, because every single time that this particular number calls, it means that you're in debt, or this is money, or you know what I mean, this is debt that you gotta pay and you haven't paid yet. You know what I mean? Like, people don't show that. People don't show that. But if you watch everyone's Instagram or whatever, most of the time it's the highlight reel. They're showing you all of the amazing, fantastical, good stuff. Fantastical, whether that's a word or not, it's gonna be a word today. They show you the fantastical, good stuff. Do you know what I mean? And that, because it's perspective. And a lot of the times when they say fake it till you make it, it does work sometimes. I can't lie. It does work sometimes. But at the same time, that's not real life. This internet is not real life. You know what I mean? So, you know, you're there being jealous of someone's success, but they're not even successful like that based on your perception of what success is. So you're hating on them for some fake some fake perspective or some fake shenanigans. You know what I mean? That is the wrong energy. That is the wrong energy. Terrible energy. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, everybody that says that, everybody that uses these affectionate words to acknowledge you, you know, sometimes you just can't take it literally. You know what I mean? And that, because they're just doing these things sometimes, a lot of the times, to get closer to you, to drop your defense. You know, they're doing reconnaissance. They're networking. That's what it is. They're not relationship building. They're networking. Do you know what I mean? And the thing is, as T-Pain said, listen, it's okay. It's okay to, if that's the plan. If you're just out here just trying to like get information and stuff like that, or it's a business relationship, or we're gonna do this, just tell me the play. But don't call me brother, and then like kind of snake me from the back. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Do you know what I mean? That's snakery. That is snakery. Do you know what I mean? But yeah. Anyway, sounding the video off here, guys. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Leave a comment down below. Leave a comment down below. Tell me how you feel about this. Tell me if someone is brother, sister, auntie you up and made you feel like, you know what, this person actually cares about me and values me, and then found a way to swindle me. Do you know what I mean? Swindle you. Do you know what I mean? Let me know. Alright? Sending the video off here. Make sure you subscribe, guys. We're growing, we're building. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm proper getting momentum now. I'm kind of understanding the game a little bit. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, let's do it. Like, I'm trying to get monetized this year. Help me get monetized, guys. I'm trying to get monetized. So yeah, please watch the content. Watch it all the way to the end. And yeah, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Appreciate you guys, honestly.